What's up, guys? It is Brian here. Today, gonna be talking about NFL Coach of the Year award for this Sunday at the NFL Honor Award Show. So let's get to it. There's a lot of great candidates that can win this award. You got Jason Garrett from Dallas, you got Adam Gase from Miami, Jack Del Rio from Oakland, and Bill Belichick from New England. Those are really the top 4 candidates that can win this award. I would put Andy Reid of the Kansas City Chiefs as well, so I guess that's an honorable mention. But the one person I will disqualify from this list is Bill Belichick, because he would win the award pretty much instantly almost every year that he's been a New England Patriot coach. So as much as I want to put him on NFL Coach of the Year, because he did go 3-1 without Tom Brady, and they ended up going 14-2 at the end of the season, I'm gonna be disqualifying Bill Belichick from the list. That's pretty much it. And based on everything, it's not anything about the playoffs, so I'm not gonna put Dan Quinn on the list as well. You know, he took the team to the Super Bowl. If it was all the way to the Super Bowl, you could put Dan Quinn as Coach of the Year, but this is only for the regular season, so I'm gonna just keep it at the regular season level only. So compelling cases for Jason Garrett, Jack Del Rio, and Adam Gase. Jason Garrett, he had a pretty bad season last year, 4-12, had a lot of quarterback problems. Tony Romo was hurt. They were switching quarterbacks like nobody's business, and the defense wasn't really that good, and they only went 1-11 without Tony Romo, so that was very disappointing, and not a good time to be a Cowboy fan last year. Not a good time. But this year he turned it around, went 13-3, had Dak Prescott as his quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott as his rookie running back, and they ended up having the #1 seed in the NFC, and very impressive season. Very, very impressive. But I think the voters are going to pick Jason Garrett to win the award this Sunday, because best record, big turnaround, the whole controversy between Dak Prescott and Tony Romo, and Jerry Jones spewing a lot of stuff from the media, even though the media likes to bloviate things, but I try not to do that. I'm a results-based business guy only. That's why you never see any of my videos talk about, do you agree with this quote? That's very annoying. I hate those kinds of topics, so I just keep it who's going to win the match, what's going to happen in the future. That's all I talk about. I don't talk about any naysay or whatever, so I try my best not to do that. Just leave it like that. I think the voters will vote Jason Garrett for Coach of the Year, but I have the other 2 that I want to win the award. In my opinion, this would be my Coach of the Year. So Jack Del Rio of the Oakland Raiders. When was the last time the Oakland Raiders made the playoffs? I think it's been more than a decade now. Wow. I mean, the last time the Raiders made the playoffs, they made it to the Super Bowl that year in 2002. Spider-Man 2 came out. The Weakest Link was out. I think that was the name of the show. And Facebook was not invented yet. So it's been a long time the Raiders have made the playoffs. And this year, Jack Del Rio went 12-4. Had a great season with Derek Carr and a great offensive line. And the defense needs a little bit of work. Hopefully Ken Norton Jr. can do some work next season. He kind of struggled with Khalil Mack leading this defense to greatness. Hopefully. We'll see then. But they did hire John Pagano, so that should be helpful for the Raiders. He did an alright job in San Diego. And hopefully he can bring his insight to the Oakland Raiders. And maybe they'll be a good defense as well. They were a good offense this year, but they got to up it up a little bit on defense. So that's just my opinion on the Raiders. But Jack Del Rio to go that many years without a playoff appearance for the Raiders to 12-4, great season. That was very, very impressive. And a lot of people had the Raiders in the preseason to at least improve, but they didn't have them going 12-4 or something like that, have a winning season. So that was very, very impressive on his part. But the one person I got to give the Coach of the Year award to is Miami Dolphins coach Adam Gase, because I made a video a long time ago saying that the Miami Dolphins were going to be last in the AFC East, and they did have a lot of problems for the past couple of years with the whole bullying scandal and what have you, and just poor play for the Miami Dolphins for the past, I don't know how many years. The New England Patriots just dominated that division pretty much, and they haven't made the playoffs since 2008, so pretty bad for the Miami Dolphins. But Adam Gase changed it. He changed the culture. Young coach, great scheme, I guess you can say, and players buying into his system, and they ended up going 10-6, and they finished the season 9-1, starting off really rough, but at the same time finishing really, really strong and making the playoffs 10-6. So that was very, very impressive. I think the reason why I would pick Adam Gase is because nobody expected the Miami Dolphins to do anything special. I looked at a lot of the preseason predictions. A lot of people had them like 6-10 or 7-9. The Raiders, we expected them to go at least maybe 8-8 or maybe 9-7 or something like that. I guess they were expected to do all right, but the Miami Dolphins, they were expected to do nothing this year because the New England Patriots are there, and they're not really a complete team. They don't really have the best talent. I mean, they have a lot of good talent like Jarvis Landry. Cameron Wake just went off this year after a season or 2 struggling. Just a great season for Adam Gase, and I hope he wins the Coach of the Year award. He deserves it big time, but I think in the end, Jason Garrett wins the award for Coach of the Year because of his work in Dallas and his handling of Dak Prescott, Tony Romo, and Jerry Jones. That's a very big plus to handle Jerry Jones well. We'll see who wins it this Sunday. So this year is a good year to have a Coach of the Year award because there's a lot of coaches that deserve it big time, but I would go between Adam Gase and Jason Garrett. My heart says Adam Gase, but my head probably says Jason Garrett. I'll just leave it like that, you guys, and please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who's going to win Coach of the Year award, who deserves it the most, and what have you. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this video, and I will be catching you guys up later. So hopefully you guys have a nice rest of your day. Bye, guys.